morning. Welcome. It's actually late at night, apparently. It's dark out in the parking spot. Oh, so if you were, well, even if you were here yesterday, I will just do a recap. I picked up this load. I picked up this load of, what is it, furniture? In Roswell, New Mexico, and we're headed to Coos Bay, Oregon. This is part of the ATS challenge, the ATS All States Challenge. And so we're over halfway, and we're in Ogden, Utah at the moment. So let me just show you the map real quick, just because. So, yes, we picked this up in Roswell and made it up here to Ogden, and then we're headed over here to Coos Bay. See, we got some other folks here in the server. We got Ducky headed west on Interstate 80 through Nevada. And then we got Bedrock. He is up here midway between Portland, Oregon and the Dalles. And he is eastbound and down, except he's not moving at the moment. He's at a truck stop, it looks like, near a truck stop. So you better get moving. We were talking earlier today about where we were relative to one another, and I know he's headed to Texas, and so we anticipate passing each other somewhere along here. Now I get off of Interstate 84 at Ontario. He's on Interstate 84 or right next to it, and he'll be headed eastbound. So, but if he's going to get to Ontario before me, he needs to get moving. But then again, I'm going to be delayed anyway, so because I got chit chat to do. So we got 20 peeps in here, 12 likes. What's up with that? You don't like this already? So let me do some early shout outs and recognition for people. David Singh.
I have to get Clint out to get the likes.
David Singh is here. Oh, Lurch is here. Let me just do Lurch's shout out real quick. And there he is.
Right.
Yeah. As well as Lurch Games.
He's always ringing me.
And so David Singh was the first chatter that I saw in the live chat. Where is he? There he is. Welcome. And of course, Bedrock is in the server. By the way, I am in the VTC ATS open server. Well, I guess it's not open. It's not open to everybody. It's open to VTC members who are in the Discord. So Bedrock. Oh, he's up here. He's our top ATS driver for February. I'll bet he's driving his awesome looking and sounding truck. Ryan. Hey, Ryan. You're here. Ducky is here. Giving Bedrock
Ducky,
a bad
did
time.
you find a new home?
RD Maynard 57 is here. Let's see. Victor is here. Lucius J4 is here. I haven't seen you in a little while. Where are you at? There you are. At least I don't recall seeing you chat in the live chat. And Diane, of course, she has posted that she's been a member for 7 months. That's awesome.
Bedrock says he's rolling now, and yes, he's flying the American truck and trailer.
Awesome. Looking for. I hope I get to see that during daylight.
Yes, that's the old glory on this Memorial weekend.
And Vigner Hoxton is in the house. Ogden is here. Awesome. David H74 is with us today. Good to see you, David. Haven't seen you in a while, it seems like. Of course, you know, could have been yesterday and I would already forgot. So, but But Susan Arthur, I haven't seen Susan in a couple of streams, so it's good to see Susan in the house. Welcome. And let's see. Thor. Thor is our top ETS2 driver for January and April. Truckers, farmers, and teleporters. That's who we are. Thomas Berger. Good night, Thomas. Gates. Where you at? I don't see you. Where are you at? I know you're in here. Gotta be up here near the top. There he is. And better, yeah, okay, you just shared that. Okay, so let's get on with it because I do have, well, you know what? Oh, it's getting daylight. It is starting to become daylight. Thomas Berger, a member for 4 months. Awesome, Thomas. Thanks for hanging with us for that long or longer. All right, let's see. What time is it? It is almost 5 a.m. So Trucker King did a little bit of tweaking on the custom skin. It's hard to see until it lights up a little bit, so maybe I'll just wait. It's minor stuff, just moving some lettering around, some of the text, moving it around a little bit so it looks better. He did a good job. He is going to be releasing the skin for this truck to VTC members in the Discord, those who currently qualify for it, crew members and above. And it'll be the generic one with the 999 for the truck number, because currently we've only got a couple. Hey, Sue has joined the server. Welcome, Sue.
Bigner said, nice bedrock, and God bless all the American military people, both active and those who aren't serving anymore.
Thank you.
Or says he thinks he got in front of you in ETS.
In front of me?
And yeah, probably miles-wise.
Oh, because he was slacking over there because he was busy in ATS. Yes, okay. I haven't looked.
And Bedrock will be stopping at the truck stop in Ontario to get fuel repairs and some fried chicken.
They have it at the Loves there in Ontario, I can tell you. And I've gotten repairs. I've gotten some truck work done at that Loves in Ontario, and I've gotten fried chicken a lot there. Oh, look, it's getting lighter. So what TK did was he moved the Boomers Trucknado Transport down onto the service door. He moved the US DOT number over to the door, the main door right below the shield, on both sides. And the gross vehicle weight number to below the Trucknado logo. So that's what he did. Let's get moving. Because I'd like to do more than just make this delivery. Because we only have 836 miles to go. By the way, okay, good. I did reset my crash counter. Kind of a cool looking truck, and that means a lot coming from a guy like me that's never been a fan of Volvo. And I want to welcome Lurch back to the chat today, or the Discord.
Yeah, real life stuff going on.
It happens.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left.
Awesome trucks that Bedrock has, and the rework that you got. Make sure to give some love to TK by sending him some tips and all that good stuff through the link down below in the description.
Yes, TK's done a heck of a job, as usual. He doesn't get as much driving done as some of the rest of us do because of it.
Rick Rashid says hello, y'all.
Hey there. Smack in the face.
Undetermined to give us all headaches.
Keep left.
Bob says hello.
Hey, Stobbs. Long time no see.
On the Sandwich Farm, I believe. Rashid says that the contract is done on Field 6 and there are no new contracts.
Well, I've got a contract that I haven't started on yet. Plus, I've still got some harvesting to do over there. So it looks like I'll be the one holding things up.
Darren Romaine says hello all.
Hey, Darren. Let's see. Yep, we are coming up on Idaho. Welcome to Idaho.
Bedrock says, and Lurch, I saw the post about your trucks book fiasco. Does that mean my load to Texas beats your load to Texas now?
Well, we'll have to see what happens after you make delivery. Hopefully you've got trucks book turned on. I actually checked this morning when he told me what happened. I went and checked to make sure my own was on.
Why the heck did it revert back to not starting with the system? I don't know.
All right, we've got a scale coming up. Let's see if we get pulled in.
Thomas Berger says, I drove 8 ETS today, have Italy now completely finished. Now it goes to Spain and Portugal.
So you've been to every city in Italy? Wow. You know, Italy is a country I've been to Italy, but I haven't been to a lot of the cities yet. Mousy 74. Who's Mousy 74?
Wasn't that Diane?
Oh yeah. Well, Mousy, yeah.
Yeah, Pilot Bro confirms, yep, that's Diane.
And good morning, Pilot Bro.
Lucius J4 says, speaking of Idaho, there's the Sierra Silver Mine tour in Wallace. We'll be going to tomorrow, about an hour, 45-minute drive from Spokane.
I've driven by there. I've never been through the tour. Let me hop back in the cab for this because we got to switch lanes on a curve and then merge. Yeah, the freeway goes right by there, if I'm not mistaken. You'll have to share with us how that, how that went. If you were in the Discord, you could share photos.
As I say, it was pictures or it didn't happen.
Let's see. I'm just checking because I know I'm coming up on Twin Falls, so I wanted to make sure, yes, I got plenty of fuel. I fueled up in Ogden. Oops. I don't need any maintenance.
Oh, I forgot to mention to you that in about half an hour, I gotta go after the older kiddo from work. That'll only take about 15 minutes, so...
Okay.
That's what happens when you're the only driver in the house. You have to take everybody everywhere.
Somebody's got to do it. Be a taxi driver.
Lucia says, I like that plug, haha. I'll definitely share. I'm always into those types of activities.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'd like to do. And I know when I was a kid, we drove by there on a family vacation, and we had talked about maybe doing that someday, but we never did.
Says, great movie, Taxi Driver. That was their response boss just stopped saying, "I know that. Taxi without fares." I think your second store's comment about the movie. Trucking replay says looks like Idaho.
You are correct. It is Idaho. Welcome to the stream.
Says, look at Boomer with his eyes on the road.
Well, let's
Boomer
see.
Version 2.0.
Yeah, a little focus this morning. I don't know why.
Casey says no hitting barricades because they will hit back.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh.
Reference to something that happened yesterday?
Well, it wasn't a barricade, it was a barrel. But yeah, I hit it. So Bedrock, I'm coming up on Boise.
Pilot said he could do that when he has a narrator.
Yeah.
And
Can't
when he
do it
decides
worth a
to pay
darn.
attention,
Yeah.
and when he decides to pay attention anyway instead of look it over. Because you still do that.
I do. Can't resist.
When he gets that far off focus look, it's the perfect time to buy him a coffee. Dusty says, hey Boomer, how's it going?
Hey, Dusty.
Pilot's heading to lurk mode for a bit.
Okay.
Dusty just got home from work.
I can't tell if that's a helicopter or that lawnmower guy. That's a helicopter.
Keep left.
Dusty asks, how are you liking the new Volvo?
You know, I'm liking it. It's smooth. It's a nice ride. It's comfortable. It's quiet.
I wish one could judge comfort in a virtual truck.
Well, you know, you can feel it though. It's odd, but you can feel it. I can anyway. Could all be in my head.
All in your head anyway.
I mean, it just feels comfy. Now, I'm still trying to, you know, get a feel for the fact that the cab and the hood or the front are on separate suspensions, or at least that's my understanding. And you can kind of see it when the hood moves in relation to the dashboard. Like when you're first starting off from a stop position and the engine torque causes the front of the truck to tilt slightly from torque. Ooh, I think I see bedrock up ahead. Yep, I just started feeling some lag. Just hit the lag zone. Woo!
Lucia says, do you gentlemen have any plans this weekend?
Doing this mostly.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Nothing particularly special.
Exit right.
Bob's comments, they just cheap on the seatbelts having ratchet straps.
Wait, say that again?
Stops commented, they just cheap out on the seatbelts having ratchet straps.
I don't understand. Well, let's see. Bedrock should be in there, in that truck stop. Looks like he's getting fuel, maybe.
Matthew Ross says, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the stream.
Stop says they're bright orange.
Oh yeah, they're. Mine were like that. It's so that the state police can see them, especially when you drive through a scale. Oh, there's Bedrock. Hey, I don't see your trailer. I can hear your engine though, or your engine brake. Well, I'm disappointed I didn't get to see your trailer.
Victor says the cab is moving, not the hood. SD says probably the hood latch broke.
No, I think they move independently. I mean, the hood's got to move some because of the torque of the engine. Let's look for that at the next time I have to stop.
Elbro said, unfortunately, the trailer isn't on the server.
But it's an optional mod, isn't it? I thought it was part of the BTT trailer. I guess I don't know.
I've said if those would be red, you could call them sporty.
Get ready to turn right.
Palibro said the skin is there, but the Max slider trailer isn't.
Okay.
Turn right. Keep left, and then turn left.
be running that to be able to see it.
Need to turn you up a little bit. Try that. All right.
Malibro says, so you'd have to be running it to see it.
Okay. Is it not optional?
He's actually surprised that it wasn't a green box.
All right, when I release the clutch and rev the engine a little bit to go when the light changes to green, the left side of the hood should lift up a little bit in relation to the cab. And I thought I had noticed that before. Like, nope, it all does.
I had another Oh, go ahead.
I mean, it does make sense. Both the front, I mean, it's the whole frame that twists when you know, with the engine torque. So I guess both would twist. What were you gonna say?
I had another incident the other day where things were blurred between being in a virtual truck versus my car.
Oh.
I revved the engine before taking off like I was gonna hit the clutch and shift.
Turn right.
You have an automatic transmission in your car?
Yeah. Bob says you can also notice it in heavy braking or swerving.
Oh, okay. Now I'm watching for it.
Dusty says I was using a Volvo with an 18-speed and 550 horsepower engine, and it pulled everything just fine in the game. Not the fastest truck, but it will do the job.
Yeah, if you get an 18-speed transmission, you should be able to pull just about anything. But yeah, it won't be fast. And you don't really need, typically you don't really need all those extra gears in the low range. You know, 1 through 4 that are split to make 8 gears. Unless you do have something heavy. And you're going up a hill. I mean, there's been plenty of times on a, you know, 500 horsepower engine, if I've got a heavy load, I can't seem to, and I'm on a slight incline from like an off-ramp, then I need to go into low just to get started.
Yeah, I typically only use the high. once I've got damage and I've lost high in one gear. Justin says, I noticed that in the game too.
You know, this particular stretch of road between Ontario and Burns, I've only been on it a couple of times in real life, and I liked it. I would have liked to have done it more. But the other stretch to the south of here, US 95, headed south, been on that many times, and I really enjoyed it. It's very desolate, but I liked it. Would not have wanted to break down on this road. That would not be nice. I think we are coming up on Burns, Shirley.
That's yes. What's with the lines on the windshield? You get bored and start drawing with a Sharpie?
No, that's a new feature with this Volvo. It's a defroster slash antenna.
Lucius asks, how often would you break down in real life, if at all?
It happens, I can tell you, from personal experience. It really depends on a number of factors. One truck that I had, I broke down and had to get towed 3 times in 1 year. It had an intermittent electrical connection issue. And it was a brand new truck. I was the first driver. Had nothing but trouble with that truck. Couldn't wait to get rid of it. And then my Kenworth that I had after that, I had that for 3 years. And I only had to get towed once. In 3 years. Instead of 3 times in 1 year. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Go straight.
Not a pleasant experience. Sitting on the side of the road. The last time it happened was in my T680.
Keep right.
And it was in southern Utah. But it was on the freeway. So, you know,
Turn right.
I can't say I was near civilization, but
Patricia said that could be discouraging to have a new truck and have issues with it already.
Oh yeah. No, I was really discouraged. Well, I was angry too. Why in the heck is this truck having so many issues? I mean, it happens. You get a lemon, something that just had some little issue that got past quality control because it's intermittent. And every time I got it into the shop, it was a Freightliner. Every time I got into the Freightliner place, they took days to sort it out, well, to get to it and to sort it out. And one time, I mean, I would spend like a week staying in a hotel sometimes while they get this sorted out. Actually, I had that thing in the shop 4 times. I got towed 3 times. Anyway, back to the towing thing. So it just had an intermittent problem, and they had trouble finding it and tracking it down. Well, one time they thought they had it sorted out, and they had me, they called me and said, come on down and take it for a test ride, and you're all good to go. Well, I hopped in the truck, and my front tires hit the pavement of the street next to the shop, and it died again, right there. So they had to use they have a forklift with a special attachment to move the truck back onto the yard. So aggravating. But the first time, I had 5 issues with that truck. I think it was that truck. It had it didn't have a APU, auxiliary power unit, like my Kenworth did. My Kenworth had an APU that was diesel fired, and it was just a little motor that was mounted to the side of the frame, and it supplied power and kept the batteries charged and ran the air conditioner while the truck was not running. Anyway, this other truck that I had an electrical APU, which meant it had extra batteries that were charged while the truck was running, and those batteries would drive the ACU, or I'm sorry, the air conditioning unit. It was a different system. Well, the first week that I had that truck, that thing crapped out on me, and I had to take it in. It took me a week longer just to get to a shop. Took it in, and turns out the batteries for it were shot. And I told the guy, I said, it's a brand new truck. And he goes, yeah, I know. Batteries are shot. So they replaced them. I mean, it was covered under warranty. But I was down for a few days, or a couple of days. And then about a month later, I'm running, and I see all this white smoke coming out of underneath my truck. Well, that freaked me out. At first I wasn't sure because I was actually in Spokane, and it was winter, and it had been snowing. So I thought at first, and it was foggy, and it was dark because it was really early in the morning. So it was dark and it was foggy, and it, a little bit of snow moisture coming up off the ground. And I wasn't even sure what it was. Well, I was close enough to was it a Kenworth? Or Freightliner? I don't even remember now. But whatever it was. I took it and I drove to the shop, had to drive slow. Drove it to the shop, spent a week. Turned out, this was a brand new truck. I had it like 4 to 6 weeks. New. The exhaust after treatment system had crapped out on it. And that's the thing that uses the diesel exhaust fluid to process the exhaust so that you don't have all that black smoke coming out. It had died. Brand new truck. It had died. And they had to get, and it was covered under warranty, but my hotel stay wasn't. And so Kitty and I were staying in a hotel for a week while they got this sorted out. They had to get a new one trucked in from back east. So it came by, you know, freight. I could have had it airlifted in for extra money, and I said no.
Yeah.
So they got it in, replaced it, and then I was good to go. Until I started having other problems. So yeah, it was, I had some real issues with trucks. More issues than I would have expected that I'd have. But it does happen. You know? Like anything else. It's, you know, it's awesome until it breaks. Then it's horrible.
Commenting to Dusty about those lines, Pilot Bro says, in a video they explained that the wipers move snow to that area, but it tends to collect, so the strips will melt the snow and ice that accumulate there.
That makes sense.
Dusty says, I break down about 5 to 6 times a year. Normally a quick fix, most of the time it's tire related.
Yeah.
Not bad with a truck with over 2 million miles on it.
Yeah. Well, it's got all the other issues worked out, typically. Yeah, tire issues are a whole different thing. I had a lot of tire issues. I wasn't even counting them in that list of things.
Lucius says, wow, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, it can be very aggravating.
Ryan says, I thought you don't like Volvo trucks.
Right. I don't. But I'm enjoying this one. I mean, I'm not driving it in real life.
Laura says the only breakdowns I had was flat tires. We took the trucks by the workshop about every second month.
No, I just had a lemon. I couldn't wait to get out of it. I had leased it. You know, the repairs were covered under warranty, but not the towing and not my hotel stays or lost revenue. Yeah, it was very frustrating.
Pilot says, I assume truck sales aren't very high, so some trucks may sit in the elements for months before being purchased.
No, I think they go pretty quick. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, there was a time when you couldn't get a truck. They were moving pretty quickly, partly because they weren't being manufactured as quickly during the COVID pandemic.
All right, it is time for me to head out for my other kiddo. I will be back with probably about 15-20 minutes.
Okay, see you then. Yeah, I had a lot of tire issues over time. Flats. Sometimes on my truck, sometimes on a trailer. When I was driving for Central Refrigerated, and I was a company driver at the time, I did a lot of drop and hook. So I went to a shipper in Georgia and dropped my empty and hooked a loaded trailer, and I always, do a pre-trip inspection on these things. But then I would inevitably find some issue. Well, on this one particular trailer, it had a flat tire. Well, I couldn't do anything with it. I had to call service or, call in. and service sent out a service trailer to replace that tire.
Right, and then turn right.
Because the previous driver, and that's one of the problems you run into with a big company. Like this would be a problem at Swift. If a driver has a problem with a trailer, they have no qualms. A lot of them have no qualms about dropping that trailer at the next place and say it could be somebody else's problem. And I was the recipient of that other problem a few times. That was one of the reasons why I left.
Turn right.
Wow, that's distracting. Almost had an accident because of that. That was the proximity alert because I was near something and I turned on my turn signal. Yeah, it was really frustrating when I was with Central because you get a lot of drivers there that just don't care. I never did that to anybody. If I had a problem with a trailer, a light, a tire, whatever, I would make sure it got repaired so I wasn't leaving a landmine for the next driver. I just refer to those problems as landmines because you never know when you're going to step on one. I thought it was very unprofessional for a driver to leave that problem for the next person.
Keep right.
But that was the nature of the company that I was with. I mean, drivers didn't care. Not my problem.
Exit right.
When I switched over to Schneider, I won't say that problem disappeared, but it nearly disappeared. It was so much less of a problem. First of all, Schneider took much better care of their equipment overall, and the drivers were more professional. Hey Nick, welcome to the stream. Right, what Stop says. During COVID, you couldn't find a truck, used or new. And it drove prices up exponentially, and trailers. Because the company that I was working for part-time here in town, they kept telling me they couldn't get trailers or trucks. I mean, I think some of that was BS, but because they didn't want to spend the money. But I know that it was a problem within the industry. Because a lot of new equipment wasn't being produced because all the parts, some of the parts that they needed was sitting on ships out off the coast that couldn't get through the ports. So even repair parts were tough to get. Wow. Yeah, it was a tough time. Because the trucking, you know, the trucking industry was still working. But we were having trouble getting repair parts and new equipment and used equipment. does that road go? I don't think I've been up there. Oops, must be a logging place up there. Okay, Lucius, well, thanks for hanging out with us. Wow. Yeah, Stubbs, that basically describes some things I've seen. Trying to keep equipment working. No replacement parts. It's tough. And in that case, being a total write-off, that could put you out of business. Doesn't do you any good if you get, you know, full compensation from your insurance company if you can't get a replacement vehicle. Nick, the head tracker, I set that up in the Track IR software, and basically it's real simple. You just look straight at your computer or your monitor and you center it, and I've got a button programmed on my steering wheel that locks in the center because it drifts from time to time. But I could like turn it like this and hit. Now that's my new center. So now I need to recenter it properly. So I've got a button on my steering wheel where I can do that. So every once in a while you'll notice it'll jerk like that. That's because I'm recentering the view. And then I've also got a pause button. So it won't do this if I pause it. So it's a nice feature. I can see Susan up ahead. Looks like she's headed north. Yep, there she goes, north on Interstate 5. And there's Thor ahead of me. And I rolled right over that stop line next to a cop car. Surprised I didn't get a ticket. So we're headed west towards the coast, like Thor is. So we're going over here to Newport. And then Susan is headed north on Interstate 5. Yeah, Stubbs, I can understand that completely. Yeah, and you only get so much money from the insurance company, basically fair market value, but you need to replace it with new. Yeah, that's a lot of cash outlay. That can really make a dent in your business. Nick, you know, Trucker King got that Toby eye tracker. If you have any issues or questions, you might hit him up. Rick, I haven't done the ProMods Canada yet, but the map will go at the bottom. I don't remember how many files there are associated with it, but they almost all go at the bottom of the stack. Pilot Bro may have posted that in the mods chat. I don't know. Yeah, it would be in the ProMods Canada mods folder, I think. It's gonna be dark soon. What am I doing on this load? I got 10 hours yet. Okay. Susan, I didn't notice any. In fact, I did with Bedrock when I got close to him, but I didn't notice any with you, and I haven't noticed any with Thor yet, so that's weird. Because you're both farther away from me than he is. I may not be close enough to Thor yet. Hey, David. That reminds me, I need to stop and do some more shout outs. Love these trees. We are coming up on Newport, which is right on the coast. Getting a little tire wear.
Go straight.
Are those raindrops? They sure are. many miles have I put on this truck? It's a good question. 1,455. So I think essentially this run, you know, this load. I think I'm going to change the time as soon as I get a chance. I should not have upshifted. Oh, somebody set the time. Thank you, Bedrock. I think Bedrock is the only one in here who has the ability to do that.
Go straight.
Oh, I didn't even see your comment, Bedrock. Yes, please. Thank you. We are still 109 miles from our destination. I was going to do some shoutouts. And there goes the light. So, but I can do a couple. Dusty, aka Dirty Dog 3436, our top ATS driver for January. Knee-High Sniper, Isabella Hagloff, and Pilotbro, of course, he's in a house. Lurking. Not a very good lurker. He's actually been active in comments.
Keep right.
We don't have a ProMods Canada server? I thought we did. Now I remember you saying that we didn't before. Look at the beach.
Go straight.
Oh, I think I'm getting close to somebody. I felt a little lag. And I see Thor on the radar up ahead. There's Thor. You know what? I'm going to turn in here because I haven't uncovered this yet. Plus, I want to catch up on the chat and do a couple of shout outs.
Rerouting. Turn right.
Got that. Okay. So, parked the tour as well. Where's Lurch? It will be back shortly. He had to go pick up one of his kids from work or their job. I think so. That's what he's doing. Anyway, he'll be back in a few minutes. What's something the game ATS is missing? A lot of things, but I don't know that it's... Let's think about that. Let's see. Vic, I know you asked me, but in the past, Boomer has mentioned pre-trip. Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, the ability to do pre-trip inspections, opening and closing the doors on the trailer, dealing with shippers. Yeah, I would agree. Well, since I actually did say that before, I agree with myself. Well, there are people on the city streets. They're kind of automatons, you know, but they are there. JJ Man 1982 is here. All right, moving on. I did get Pilot Bro. Ah. That's funny. That's a nice response from them. Trucker King 2010, he's probably sleeping. XLT 588 Gaming, Omega Trucking Replays, our top ATS driver for April, was here. Silent Dilemma, Norwegian Trucker Nicholas. Huh. Picard Gaming, Big Al 2424, Farming Sins, Lobo 1G, Cody Old, JJ Man 1982 is here, Nick is here. All right, let's get back on the road. We have 61 miles left to go.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Turn right.
I am back, and I have my lunch with me, so
Welcome
forgive me if
back.
I take a little bit to get to your comments. Where'd you leave off?
I am caught up because I just stopped to do that and do some shout outs, so I am actually caught up.
Okie dokie.
You bring enough lunch to share? Because I'm starving.
Just 2 barbecue pulled pork sandwiches from Dairy Queen.
Oh, ew, not Dairy Queen. But still, that sounds good. I'm gonna have to get something after this. I'm sick of eating soup for lunch. Hey, there's Ducky! Oh!
Quack, quack.
Oh no!
Oh. What happened there?
I was distracted by the duck.
You update the counter?
No. Yep. You should see it.
I see a 1.
That's the one.
Okay.
Oh, look at that scenery though.
Pilot Bro says the duck strikes again.
Yes. I'll bet. Uh-oh. $20 on the truck. I need to find a service place.
Ducky says I'm innocent. Bedrock says the ribs just made it back from the store. We'll be preparing them in the morning to go on the smoker around 11 a.m.
That sounds good. Well, there is a service place where I'm going, so I will hit that first thing when I roll into town.
AG Man says I like Dairy Queen ice cream, but not a fan of their food, really. Just my opinion.
Yeah, Dairy Queen Brazier.
Used to have a barbecue smokehouse place in town from run by a couple in our church, but they relocated, so I had to find a substitute. Stop says Boomer's soon going to the be right back screen and getting food if this food teasing continues.
No, I might have to do that, but not for that reason. Coffee wants back out. No, I'm gonna have to go somewhere to get some food. I'm not ordering out. Although I could. But y'all didn't tune into the live stream to watch me order food.
Pilot Bro says to Bedrock, I'll be there. And Bedrock says, come on, pilot. Be ready about 5:30 p.m. By the way, they're baby back, not spare. And
Yeah.
Pilot Bro says, well, that works too.
Yeah, I
They're
had baby back ribs I prepared a couple weeks ago. It was so good.
They're Bedrock's specialty, he says.
Yeah, I was explaining his process to me this morning. I may have to go to the store and get some ribs.
Nick says the bridges in Oregon are amazing.
Go straight.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Finding new
Okay, let's see how much damage, how much this is going to dent my pocketbook. Oh, $18,000, Ducky. Oh, because I got a 91% copay. Yikes. Well, that's what I get for being distracted, I guess.
Vigner says yikes, and Thomas Berger sent a 199 euro super chat.
All right. Yeah. Thanks there, Thomas. Oh.
Little repair costs, he said.
It all helps. Let me catch up on some more shout-outs. The Driving Gamer, Ipswich. Matthew Roth is here. Willie Thornton, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March. Dobbs is here. Troken, Johnny Hansen, was he here? I don't remember. Hamzakin, Justin Burns, Farlander, Lee Jenkins, JC Drives, Ulysses S. Grant, Bruce A. All right, let's get back on track. We've got 11 miles to go. And I'm going to go this way, just to uncover some more territory.
Turn left.
Man, I am seriously thinking about ribs right now.
Turn left.
He
And
says he's making 4 racks of them.
I only need one. My roommate is out of town. I took him to the airport the other day. He flew back to Minnesota. Spend time with family. So I gotta have them all to myself.
Then turn right. Turn right.
Berak, would you ship them?
I don't think it'd be the same.
GG Van says, road trip to Bedrock's place. Who's in?
Hey, we gotta go all the way through town.
Go straight.
Well, it just encountered a lag wave from Thor.
Go straight.
I think that's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, Bedrock says, maybe I need to rethink the 4 racks. Maybe 8 or 9. Gotta bring your own beverages, though.
What's some of that moonshine we've been talking about?
Ducky says, hey, Boomer, don't rip my feathers.
Hey, there's one of them new buses. That's the first one I've seen in the wild. And what I mean by the wild is out here in a game. Seen photos
wow.
of it.
His ears must have been burning because Johnny Hansen's in the house. He
All right,
says, hey,
Johnny.
Boomer in chat.
Yeah, just did your shout out.
left.
Bedrock says, I like moonshine?
Well, you like making it. You know, in the game. Talked about moonshine. Hey, there's Thor.
Turn left.
Uh-oh. Did he have a boo-boo? Hey, somebody hit me? I didn't hit anybody. Really, dude?
Your right destination.
Ducky says there's a trucking company in Umeå, Sweden with the name Moonshine Express.
Well, that's interesting. I think I'm going to go around and do a proper setup. Oh, that's not going to work.
You got your steerable axle going.
Yeah, I'm kind of overdriving that a bit. Yeah. Okay, shut up.
What?
Yeah, the proximity alert thing is going off because I got my flashers on and I'm close to something. I don't. See, this is the nonsense I couldn't handle. I have to have that stuff disabled permanently. I don't need some yakking computer thing telling me that I'm close to something that I can clearly see.
Bedrock says that is aggravating. Get you a
Yes.
Peterbilt and it won't do that.
Right. Ooh, I damaged the cargo. I didn't notice that. Darn it.
And Bogdan says stop flashers.
Yeah, maybe that would have fixed that problem.
Pilot says, I feel like insurance companies will disagree.
I don't care what they say. Let's see. We got Thor, Ducky, Susan, Drive is in here. I didn't know Drive was in here. Bedrock is in here. Well, we got almost a full house. Let's see, where's Bedrock headed? To Corpus Christi, I think he said. Brownsville. Oh, and there is Diane. Wow, we got a full house. Let's have a peek at that. 7, not a full house, but nearly. Ducky, Bedrock, Susan, Diane, Drive, and Thor. And Thor is headed, he's just grabbed a load, he's headed to Barstow. I need to find a load to Texas. All right, let me take a peek at, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Let's see, I just did 1582. That's what it gave me. I'm plugging this into my spreadsheet. So New Mexico to Oregon, 1582.
Bedrock says, don't get my load.
And that, let me just make sure I didn't have any race miles. I'm sure it did not. All right, I'm good. I've never had race miles. So I want to get this next load. That's it. This actually took me longer than I expected. Oh, you headed to Brownsville. Okay, that's right. I went to Corpus Christi recently. So let's see. I do need fuel. I will need fuel. I'm not running out of fuel. So let's see what. I don't really want to take World of Trucks because I'm not going to finish this right now. There's a load of Houston, 2404.
Bedrock says, famous last words, no race miles. I said the same thing one time.
Nah, no, you said that many times. That's why we rubbed it in so much. There's 2,265 miles to Longview, Texas. Right out of Coos Bay. I wonder. I was thinking about changing my trailer, but I probably should not. Let's see how much time we have on anything coming out of here, going to Houston. 24.
Hilo got you beat, but it doesn't count.
Right. Yes, Lurch, for some reason, Truck's Book client was not launched when he was making his run. So it didn't count. Well, you got 1 mile. Instead of how many?
2384.
Right. Which is just,
the reason it wasn't running is because it somehow had unchecked the stupid box to start when the system started.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, I've got one here. Oh, this expires in 1 minute. We won't be doing that.
Bedrock said, why not the 2404 mile one you just saw?
Oh, because it's World of Trucks. And I'm not going to finish it in time. It's got 16 hours of real time on it, and I'm not going to be able to finish it.
Not even if you did it tonight? Although, wait, no, you're doing that.
Doing ETS. So let's talk about tonight. So the next live stream is planned for a one-on-one convoy with MH2000, and we will be running that in Euro Truck Simulator. So I don't know where we're going to go, where we're going to start, where we're headed, what we're hauling, nothing. But we'll be doing that. So I am going to hold off on a load, or maybe I'll look at a Newport. What do we got out of Newport? Corpus Christi, 2312. And how much was that? Go to Longview, which expires in 1 minute. Yeah, no, we won't be doing that. So this one to Corpus Christi is 2312. That's a pretty good deal. It's got 2.5 hours before it expires. That could be dicey. What about out of Eugene? Houston, not as far. What's that?
Travel. Yeah.
I can't. What
Unless you
say?
can't quick travel there.
Oh, what were you saying? I couldn't understand you.
Quick travel.
Oh,
I was doing a
It's-
cough like quick travel.
oh. Deadhead. I think I will take that load. Yes, I could quick travel. That'd be a neat drive. Just retracing our route mostly. Except once we get to Santa Fe, then Albuquerque, then we continue south.
Mostly, or once you get to around Utah line, that's where it's probably going to be about the same route I had
Yeah.
in my 1 mile route.
Thor has left the server. So it is 123 miles to go get this load. What happens if I do quick travel? Is there any negatives associated with the quick travel?
I usually quick travel before I even accept the load. That way, I'm sure there's not going to be any snafus.
Well, if I lose it, there's no negatives.
Oh, that's not the snafu I'm talking
Finding
about.
en
It's
route.
trucks book issues.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Because I had accepted that one load, then ran out of fuel right after I started moving. And because I had ended up having to get towed to the fuel station, it messed things up.
Wait, is this a shop? Oh, it's a shop. Do I have any other... I know I just got repaired. Nope, I'm good.
Get ready to turn left.
So this afternoon will be Euro Truck. And yeah, I guess I already said it. I don't know where we're going, where we're starting, what we're hauling, what kind of trailers we're going to use. That will be up to MH. Hey, what's that? Oh, okay. I thought that was a hidden road back there, but no, the barriers are up. I just didn't see them right away. What is that? There's that bridge we went over.
Go straight.
I'll bet that's what that viewpoint is about up here.
Get ready to turn left.
Let's check it out. Newport Yaquina Bay Bridge. Hope I pronounced that
Dusty
correctly.
says starting leg 4.
Awesome. Well, get as much of the challenge done as you can. I know you've been limited on time. Boy meets girl, girl loves Sam. There's a page for that in the IKEA catalog. Okay. Been there, done that, long before I ever heard about IKEA. Wow. I'm so old. We had to get by without IKEA. Historic Bridge. I don't think I've done this viewpoint on any of the profiles before.
It was in the dark when I hit it. So I did get to see quite this view.
Yeah, I don't do them at night. Can't really see anything. Well, that was neat. I wonder if that is a
Left.
something during the rework or whatever. Well, I hope the load is still here and available.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, it is. Oh, it's dry fruits. I didn't even look to see what we're on. We have dry fruits. 2,312 miles is what it says.
Dane is in the house. Says, hey, Boomer and everyone.
Hey, Zane. Welcome to the stream.
Bigner said, SCS isn't reworking Oregon, only California at this time.
I thought they did introduce some stuff. Maybe I'm thinking of Idaho. Because they did some new viewpoints and stuff. But again, it may not have been Oregon. Oops. I was headed for the wrong door. Dock. There's our trailer on that one.
Dane celebrating 1 month membership says, let's get down to business for one more night to stay.
Well, I have messed this up. California? Let's get that dry fruit. Or was it just regular fruit? No, it's dry fruit because we're not running reefer. And Lobo is connected. Oh, let's see here. Taking a quick look at this. We got to come back out. Double back. And now that it's daylight, we can hit this photo op. So we're basically just going to retrace our route. We're not gonna do all this today, but I'll do a little bit. Oh, let's at least get through this. I need to get fuel. I don't need it right now. Maybe I'll get fuel here. Yeah. Let me zoom in and drop a pin on that.
Dane says, how is everyone?
Good. We're made it to Oregon. I'd love to hang out here on the coast. Whoops, what's that? Why are you doing that? I didn't have my flashers on. See, this is why I try to always disable this nonsense when I drove these trucks locally here in real life. Useless.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
In the words of Rashid, piece of junk.
Yeah.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
You know what I didn't see is how heavy this load is. 38,000 pounds.
Dane says, I like this new Volvo VNL.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I hate that I like it.
Turn left.
It's like that Western Star that I kind of like. What's up with that?
You're a traitor to the Kenworths.
Yeah. I mean, I am a fan of Kenworth and Peterbilt. But these are comfortable trucks to drive, these fleet trucks. I mean, I've never driven one of these in real life, but I have the Freightliner. And it's quiet, and it rides smooth. It's like driving a big old pickup truck. If you're doing a lot of driving over the road, it's comfortable.
Bob says, where's the brand loyalty? Becky says, Boomer, you like the game and the trucks that come with it.
But you know, maybe that's it.
Forgot how heavy was the load?
38,000? Yeah.
And David, that would be about 19 tons. He's
Standard
asking
tons.
how many tons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not metric tons. All right, let's do this photo opportunity. Oops. Oh, can't get outside the bridge. Nope.
No, you're trapped there.
I am. I am trapped. I'm feeling trapped.
So how many tons would like 80,000 be?
40. A ton is 2,000 pounds. US. A metric ton is like 2,200 pounds, somewhere thereabouts. So a metric ton is more than a US ton.
Dane says, I've already crashed this new Volvo. Well, I kind of made it fly.
Fly? It's not supposed to fly. Yeah, I crashed mine. I hit a bridge just a little while ago. That was embarrassing.
Distracted by seeing Ducky.
I was. And I can't really blame it on Ducky because, you know, I'm tempted to, but, you know, I'm in control of my truck.
Dobbs asks, what's the difference between short and long tons?
I don't know, and I was thinking of that just a little bit ago.
Might that be another name for US tons versus
I don't think
metric
so.
tons? Let me find out here.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Inquiring
Google,
minds want to know.
what's the difference between short and long tons?
Turn right.
I bet a long ton is 2,500 pounds.
Rubber and plastics. The three types are all a measure of mass. The
Okay.
short ton, aka US ton,
Yeah.
is 2,000 per pound.
How about you silence that and just get us to the right answer?
240 pounds.
The short ton is the same as the US ton, 2,000 pounds. The long ton, aka the British ton, is 2,240 pounds. The third ton is the metric ton, which is equal to 1,000 kilograms, or 2,204 pounds.
Okay.
So I was right.
So it's, well, no, it's a, you said it was a British, the long ton was British.
Yeah.
So I was not aware
they're
of that.
separate. David Singh says, I once made my truck jump off one of the bridges in the game into the water below.
Wow.
Dane says he's crashed in Livingston. Ryan says, hey Boomer, are you gonna finish the challenge? You only have 4 more days to finish it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be tough. Like, I'm not going to I'm gonna wrap up this live stream soon, so I've still got 2,268 miles for this one. I'll have to finish driving this one offline. I don't know if I'll get to it today or tomorrow. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, I guess I'm off on Monday. I forgot about that. I mean, I work at home and I'm the boss, so I forget to take holidays off. Because every day is a day at work when my desk is just a few steps away from everything else.
Dean says I'm gonna go. Bye.
Okay, thanks for dropping by. So, I thought I saw Diane bail out. So who is this up ahead? What I may do is
Go straight.
put my headphones, my earpieces inside my headphones, listen to a podcast on my phone, and just drive.
Diane says, just finished my run.
Oh, light changed. Is that drive up ahead?
Bring up the map. Find out.
I know we got our fuel stop coming up. Actually, let me look at this. I can't tell. I'll go ahead and stop here for fuel. Yes, that is drive ahead of us.
Go straight.
Come on, light change. I got some miles to go. Well, I got about
Trucker
one.
King with the emojis.
Hey, there's Trucker King. Finally got out of bed, did you? He was still up earlier this morning. Well, I'm guessing he hadn't had much sleep.
Go straight. Rerouting. Recomputing. Rerouting. Recomputing. Turn left.
All right, let's see how much fuel we get. I think I have the fuel capacity on this truck is 275 gallons. So let's see if I even get 200. Oh, 177.
Rerouting.
And I am going to park it right here. Wrap some things up here. I still have some more shout outs to do. I'd like to get those done. Ooh-wee. We've got 28 people in here right now. How many likes we got? 27. All right, someone's holding out. Probably Trucker King. Chris T. Rick Rashid is in the house. Robert Alexander. Tazamified. Tazzy291. Edgarus Livestream. Grumpy Grunt Pod Gaming. Ron Stoffel. I'm mad because he got that name, because that's actually kind of me. Doom 3.
Grumpy
Outback
Grandpa.
Jack. Yeah, I'm a grumpy grandpa. Jennifer Roth. Andrew Black. Darren Romaine is in the house. David C. I think he's here. Gordy Pitzel. John the Bricklayer. David Singh, if you're here, I already did your shout out. Zinor. Let's see. Miss Boomer. Yes, I had a crash.
He says, yes, it was me. Hit the thumbs down by mistake. I mean, up.
Herbert Harris, Future Endeavored. Paul Lansford. Lancy. Zane Rahman was just here. Road Trip Nerd is here. Stiggy Stigs 122. Trucking Kid. Lee01 Mister. Solar Kraken 68. James Brandt. Rail Fanner. OG Country Trucker. One-Eyed Crawler. Baptism. Pugwash. Rock Henry, and Arnar Hoxson. That would be Vigner's brother. Hey, don't run into me. What the heck? Dude, stop running into me.
You actually in a parking spot?
I pulled forward from the fuel island.
That's AI for you.
Oh, now you back up?
Recomputing.
Because you did.
Turn left.
Ogden says you're on the wrong way. Well, folks, that crash counter will now read 2.
I didn't do it. Not my crash. I don't have any damage, so there's that. Okay, now this guy's in my way.
You could go around on the right.
Oh, you're not even getting fuel after banging into my truck.
No, he's just gonna exit right back out. Is he
What a
gonna come
jerk.
right back in again?
I'm getting out of the way.
I've seen AI cars do that. They just circle.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, he's gonna hit me again. What do you do? Go around back? No, he's behind me. Running right up my butt.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
What a jerk. Wait, is that TK?
Didn't see any name tag on it.
No,
Finding
it's. I mean, it's not, because it's not. But you know, it's just the kind of thing he might do just to be annoying. Whoa! What?
On this edition of Idiot AI.
You have a book stalking you?
Man. Hey, Bedrock, you left out a command, or part of that command. That's all right. I am shutting it down here. I was in the middle of doing something when that guy run into me. Minding my own business. So I just wanted to reiterate that this evening I'll be doing a one-on-one, or planning to do a one-on-one convoy with MH2000 in Euro Truck. So that is on the agenda for later. Question for the audience. Would you like to see the rest of this run recorded, or, you know, shared as a recording? If you'd like that, I could do that. Well, I don't want to be responsible for an accident, Vigner, because that's what would happen. AI don't like Volvo. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, Bedrock, I wasn't moving when this guy hit me. When I did my accident, I failed to pay attention to where I was going. That was my fault. Okay, so that's what's up later on today. I still have to connect with MH, and we need to get in the server together and test our setups. And yeah, that's about it. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Thinking about ribs. So I think I'm going to run to the store and get me some ribs. So I'm going to wrap it up here. Oh my goodness, I'm starving now. Thanks for showing up, everyone. I sure do appreciate y'all being here. And we'll be back in just less than 5 hours. See you then.